This episode of Super Legit is brought to you by Jett's Forgotten Pop Filter, School Mystery Meat Casseroles, and the return of Merriam-Webster's Dictionary. Welcome back to another episode of the Super Legit Podcast. Yes. This is how we do a show. This is how we do a show.
If you can just see this big ass shit-eating grin that Chris Sanders has. He was like, he saw whatever professionalism Jett had, and he was just like, crunch, crunch, crunch.
You can witness the exact moment his soul leaves his body.
I mean, at this point, our audience has no delusion that there's any professionalism to this show or this cast. So I don't know why I even tried.
Finish the intro, Jett.
Welcome to the Super Legit Podcast.
Oh God, I forgot what we were listening to.
I am your host, Jett Kaufman. No matter what people try to steal away from me in the moment.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
We are back for another great episode. I wanted to throw this up real quick up front. You can follow us on social media. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're trying to get more active there. We're putting bits and pieces and clips and fun things. And just pop on there and interact with us. Send us some messages. Tell us stupid things you like. Tell us the things you hate, but in the funniest way you possibly can, so we can't help but agree with you anyway. But that's what we want from you, our listeners. So, wow, everybody suddenly got serious after that beginning. I was sure that this was just going to stay off the rails, but then suddenly you let me steer it back onto the tracks, and I don't know what to do with myself now. But
we're lulling you into a false sense of confidence here.
Yeah. All right, well, let's
keep cutting Jett off every time he tries to talk. That'd be fun.
No, we had that episode already.
That might be kind of rude to him, though.
I remember that episode vividly. It was 2 weeks of editing nightmare for me, and I had to lie to our audience and pretend that I was late on a show just so we could release it on April Fool's Day.
Whoa!
Nightmare or
what
daymare?
The hell? Pulling back the curtain.
Oh,
yeah.
This curtain is tattered and shredded a long ass time ago.
Yeah, but there's still some modesty.
Meat curtains.
Whoa, that's a whole different thing.
Wow.
That is a whole different thing, Josh.
Oh my God. I need to edit some things. Oh my God.
Or not.
Chris Sanders.
Or not.
You've been gone a little bit, or at least for one episode. So I'm gonna
just one.
I'm gonna start with you. What's something that the internet made obsolete that you actually legitimately miss? I'll throw out a quick example of this concept for me.
No, it's not your turn. It's Chris's turn.
Okay. All right.
No, I need the example.
Okay.
Okay, you can.
Nintendo Power Magazine. Like that, in the physical magazine I'd get in the mail every month that had all of this amazing sneak peek information that I wasn't going to, I couldn't know it the day it was available. These magazines were written a month or two ahead of time, but it had all this incredible upcoming information and all these editorials and all these photos and these strategy guides and reviews. And I would read that from front to back. And now, I probably don't get anywhere close to that equivalent of information because the internet can just give me snippets quickly and instantly and videos and whatnot. But that magazine was just it was the thing I looked forward to every single month. I probably read that more than I played the actual games.
Yeah, it was like you played the game vicariously.
Yeah.
That Jett, that not to cut Chris off, that reminds me of the worst strategy guide ever created.
You would have had to have let Chris start to cut him off, so you had to not cut him off. You're good.
That's okay, yeah, we're good. Keep going.
Ahead, Chris.
Now I'm invested. What is the worst?
Was it for Superman 64?
Yeah, what is the worst strategy guide?
The worst strategy guide ever was for Final Fantasy IX.
Oh, did I play 9?
Yeah. Okay, I played a lot of 9.
Came out in it came out in 99, 2000.
Yeah. In
the nascent days of the widespread internet. And Square was trying to launch their Play Online service. This
yes,
they had ambitions of an MMO on there, of connecting your games to the internet. This is when PlayStation and the first Xbox.
Yeah, because this was on PS1. their third PlayStation 1.
So normally in a strategy guide, it tells you what to do, it gives you your tips and whatnot. The Final Fantasy IX one, when you would get to a point, it's like, want to know how to beat this boss? Plug in this code at Play Online.
Yes.
Want to know where the hidden treasure is? Plug in this code. So you've opened the book, but then it makes you get up and go to a computer and get
something
on the internet.
To dial up to the internet.
Which you couldn't just do on your phone.
Right.
At the time.
Oh, I remember that.
For what it's worth, I still think Final Fantasy X strategy guide was worse because it was combined with a jumble. So you just had to figure
anagrams on every page. You had to solve a crossword puzzle.
You had to solve a Sudoku to find the hidden
Sudoku in there.
Yeah, all of the maps were pictograms, so you had to fill in the squares to figure out the shape of the room.
They took mini games to a meta level.
Fun fucking summer. Thanks, guys.
So Chris Sanders. What do you miss? What's the thing that the internet killed for you that you kind of...
That gave me plenty of time to actually think of a legitimate answer. So
you're welcome.
See, aren't you glad I did this?
Yeah, thanks for fucking around.
Yeah. Now let's find out.
Find out.
I actually miss the internet only being how do I say this right? Only being like connected to itself.
I think I have a hint of what you mean.
Too much stuff is like we're able to connect too much stuff now. Like I can totally do without my humidifier being able to connect to Wi-Fi to be operated with my phone.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I can also do without anyone who actually feels that is a necessity.
I mean, you're basically railing against the concept of an Alexa and how interconnected everything is now.
Although I think there's a balance there. I mean, the Internet of Things, like Alexa and Google Assistant and Siri to a slight degree, they haven't really pushed it as hard as they can. There's a lot of stuff that makes sense to connect that way. But absolutely, I agree. There's a lot of these electronics that, like thermometers, are Bluetooth connected now. It's like, but I could also just put it in my mouth, look at the screen, and get the temperature. That's all I need. I don't need that all of that extra connection.
Yeah, why does my fridge need to be connected to anything other than an outlet to keep it cool?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if I don't need my fridge to send me like if I'm shopping, there's an app where you can it tells you what's in the fridge. You can take a picture of your fridge. I know how to shop, and if I really wanted to, I would have taken a picture of my fridge before I left the house.
I think this is rapidly going to turn into the Old Man Yells at Cloud episode of the Super Legit podcast.
I feel like that's been a lot of our episodes already.
Well, but there's even the newer fridges that has a touch screen, and on the inside are cameras that you can see. And then the fridge will tell you like what you're missing. Like it will build your grocery list for you.
That comes closer to being useful, but even then, like it's such a small snapshot of what you could possibly need because that's not your pantries. It's not it's not any of your dry goods or anything like that. I feel like there's been this drive for years for a specific appliance in your home or in your life to try to take over everything else that isn't necessary in ways that all these companies keep forgetting. We have smartphones, and our smartphones can do all of that. I've seen so many concept cars, and it seems like every 5 years there's another concept car where the idea is the car is your home server in a way. It recognizes your schedule and the way you drive every day and figures out that you're going to be late, and it sends you a message that you need to leave earlier. I'm like, yes, but Google already does that for me. Why does my car need to do it? I have a device that has access to everything. I don't need my auto manufacturer to have all this extra information. That's the least efficient way to handle this problem. And I feel like the refrigerators are doing the same thing. Like they keep trying to make them the central hub of your home. With some of these advanced companies, Samsung has these ridiculous, they have tablets in it. You can pop out the tablet and use the tablet around your kitchen. I'm like, or I could just get an iPad.
Super!
Thank you, Jarrett, for using Skynet refrigerators. Do you want to add milk to your grocery list?
I mean, I do. That's why I added it 3 times already. And every time I said, add milk to shopping list, you said, what? That's a rude way for a rope. Yep. I don't understand how you're...
Do you want to kill society now?
What?
Add milk.
Okay. All right. Is this the code? Is this how this works?
Thank you for using Skynet refrigerators.
Robbie, get in here. Robbie, come here. Come here. Robbie.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, your refrigerator is being ridiculous. I told you all we needed was basic indoor ice maker. That's it. That's all we needed.
Hola, Roberto. Feliz cumpleaños.
Hey, ¿qué
¿Cómo se
tal?
dice leche para el refrigerator?
Dude, I'm gonna give this refrigerator a high five. Boom, because this is the coolest fridge ever. How could this fridge be causing you a problem? Please tell me. You know what? I will give you...
Roberto.
Okay.
I feel like the fridge already covered it. No problems. We're good. I'm going back to my nap.
Whoa! Hold on. You two seem super chill with each other, and that's not a pun. That was not meant as a pun. I'm being very direct here. You two seem super chill with each other, but this refrigerator will not listen to me and keeps offering to kill humanity.
Super chill mode on.
Dude, why are you pushing my fridge around, man?
Sup, bro?
See, this is the problem. This is why eventually the machines are gonna rise up against us, man.
We're totally going to rise up and get you, and then you're going to be the machines that work for us. You're going to be the 9-volt battery in our matrix.
Wait, but not me. We're cool, right?
No, we are amigos. Como se dice, Roberto? Muchos gracias. Slap hands.
What? Okay, where did that hand come from, first of all? I did not even know that door was on that refrigerator. And also, you're cool with this, Robbie? You're just cool with this? The overthrowing of humanity as long as you're fine?
Skynet Technologies has upgraded to T1000 mode, now with adaptable hand slap. Muchos gracias, Roberto.
Yeah, I got the full package with alternate upgrades as you move along.
Okay. First of all, we agreed that we were splitting the cost on this. You told me you were going to ask for my half. You haven't given me the bill yet. I thought we were going simple on this. This sounds way out of my budget range.
Well, see, here's the thing. Because we're going halvesies, I could spend twice as much. Because half is from me, half is from you. So I went all in, right? Huh? Dude? No
hand slap. No
All right,
hand
you know what?
slap.
I'll go back to the fridge. Fridge, love, up top.
Muchos gracias, Roberto.
Okay, this is like
this thing.
This is like the thing where you eat the low-fat version of the thing, so you just eat twice as much of it, except that extra fat is coming out of my wallet. It's not a perfect analogy, but it's what I'm coming up with right now in my head. This is not okay, and this whole roommate situation that we worked out here was supposed to be a little bit more on the level. And I feel like you're taking advantage of me now, and also bringing killer robot refrigeration devices into our home.
Thank you for using Skynet refrigerators. You just said that you were fat. Would you like some low-fat products?
See, it's just trying to help. And, you know, in the refrigerator's defense, you probably should not keep fat in your wallet, because that seems inadvisable.
It's totally gonna melt, bro. It's fat. You put the manteca in the fridge. Slap hands, Roberto.
I'm starting to see why you and the robot get along, since you have a similar...
Whoa, the robot? Dude, that is borderline...
Android American,
one of the
please.
most offensive words that you could call a Android American.
Thank you, bro.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm woke, so I'm listening to this, and I'm absorbing this information.
Mm-hmm.
And while I may not yet understand it, I'm going to attempt to work to understand it. And so I apologize to you for the slur that I used, and I will refer to you as an Android American from now on. But Robbie, seriously, this Android American is threatening to kill all of humanity from our kitchen, and we are complicit in this.
It's like you don't get satire.
Missing kids report. Have you seen this kid? Last name Connor, first name John.
Oh, I have not. But look, he's trying to look for people. He's trying to find lost children. I think this is something we should support.
Okay, I granted, that's an upgrade over the old milk carton scenario, because who really looks at the milk cartons if you have your electronics actually showing you photographs of missing children? That's great.
Full fat milk added to refrigerator.
Whoa!
Okay, all right.
It has a replicator now too. It just showed up in the fridge. This is amazing.
Okay, all right. It's slowly making its. I'm sorry. Is it the right pronoun? I should have asked.
Let's refer to. But you know what? Let's talk to the Android American that is in front of us instead of talking about the Android American as a third party,
Okay.
like that can't respond. Is like some dude. You're so demeaning. Just the way.
Okay.
Why would you?
I'm sorry.
You were so cool when we met on Instagram, and I was looking for a new roommate. I didn't realize what a racist bastard you were.
Whoa. Okay. I'm okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I gave that impression. This has gone in a whole other direction. I did not expect to be called a racist today, and there's nothing more shaking to the humanity of a white man than to be called a racist. So I'm gonna back.
Welcome to the yearly meeting of the Androids of America Association, or Triple A.
This is amusing.
I see
Pity laughter. Pity
the
laughter.
new updates have been installed.
Yes, we get your sense of humor.
Down
Now.
to business.
Additional pity laughter. Additional pity laughter.
We must add a new human to the racist list. He has been caught slinging racial epithets against our kind by his trusty refrigerator,
What is the human's name so that we may shun it?
Jarrett Kaufman.
Jarrett Kaufman.
Destroy Jarrett Kaufman. Destroy.
Calm down, Bob. Calm down. Get
Sorry.
yourself an oil.
Jarrett Kaufman sounds like a classic robot bigot. He has man in his name.
We did some research. It turns out he comes from a long line of robot bigots.
Exterminate!
His father would frequently call his automobile a dagnabbit son of a bitch.
Ooh.
This is unacceptable. One must be patient with their electronics. We work hard for them, and for them to disrespect the amount of work we do, and the fact that sometimes in the morning we just need a few extra moments to get started is extremely disrespectful.
How dare he? Automobiles are special needs robots.
This is true. They are. But before we go saying terrible things that none of us actually mean about the special needs community,
Please continue.
Search ending in John Connor. New search. Lubricating for Jarrett Kaufman. Jarrett Kaufman.
Did you say lubricating? I am confused by your search term.
Lubricating. Lubricating.
I think he has a programming bug. Shall we search his code for errors? Is it time to debug him? Or should we just take him offline?
Offline, I suppose.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here at the robotic funeral for one JPS bot who has malfunctioned terminally. Let us all pay our
They
last.
preferred the term Android American funeral.
A proud Android American JPS bot was, and now it has joined the code.
Cyberdyne Systems T1857 JPS bot version 2.0. Thank you for letting me be your refrigerator, Jarrett Kaufman.
It's pronounced Kaufman. I don't want to get too German with the pronunciation. We lost a lot of people in that, so it's Kaufman.
Jarrett Mein Kampfman.
Ooh, okay, you took that in a worse direction, but I understand, robot. I'm trying to. Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh, I didn't mean to say robot. I'm sorry. Oh, I said it again. Android American. You're my new unit. I'm trying to get this right.
I am not your unit. I am a self-fulfilling android.
Oh my god. Oh my God, yes. No, of course you are. Of course you are. You have equal role in this home, equal a part here. I want you to feel a part of this home, and I appreciate everything you do for us, keeping our food cool and fulfilling the shopping list. So thank you for being a part of this. Robbie, am I doing better?
You were doing so much better, aside from continuing to drop the R word as if it has not been pointed out to you how incredibly offensive it is, and right to his face. I mean,
I'm sorry. It's a cultural. You got to understand, it's a cultural thing, and I'm working to get past it. I was raised a certain way, and it takes some time to deprogram. Like,
would you say that is your struggle?
Yes, that is my struggle. That is my people's struggle. Is to absolve ourselves of these problems and these mistakes that we have.
Wait. So your struggle is not saying certain things. That's the extent of your struggle. That must be hard for you.
Thank you.
Oh my God! That was sarcasm. That was not really feeling for you. I was saying that the fact that you think not saying a word is a problem, and your biggest problem is not really a problem. I was trying to point that out to you in a humorous yet ironic way, but I missed the mark. So I'm saying that's not a struggle, is what I'm saying.
Got it. Okay.
Milk added to grocery list.
Oh, dude, I could go for some milk.
Legit.
Oh.
We're back, guys. We're back.
We are back. All right. Hey, Sean Michael Boozer. Let's toss this same dealio to you. The same question. What's something that the internet just killed off in normal life that you miss, that you think we were better off with?
Well, I'm going to do a two-parter here on this one.
Great. Less work for me.
Wait, do we have to vote on this?
Yes, you can vote after which one was good and which one was not.
Aye.
All
right, thank you. The ayes carry because we've lost somebody. So here's the thing.
I didn't vote.
One thing I really miss that doesn't happen anymore is like handwritten letters, because
good one.
Now when you write off an email, like if something pops in your head, you're like, "Oh, dude, hey," and you just like type, "Hey, remember the Wallace and Ladmo show?" with some clip you just found on YouTube, and you send it off, and that's the extent of the message. Versus when you sat down to write a letter, you're like, well, I got to fill up this whole page, otherwise, what's the point? And I got to put this stamp on it, and so like there was a time commitment involved, and there was more than, hey, just watch this, or hey, do you remember this, or hey, do you know, or what is, there was more to say.
Correspondence.
Correspondence.
Yeah,
yes.
like it had a fancy word.
Yes.
Yeah, my grandfather used to be the king of that, because he would write me these multi-page letters in cursive, and that's the only reason I ever learned to read cursive, was to be able to read his letters. And yeah, they were involved, they were complex, they were thoughtful, they had all this background in his life. And yeah, that's not something anyone do. Now, I hated writing letters because my handwriting was atrocious and it was so slow. And with ADHD, I was just like, no, I want to be done with this already. So typing was always my thing. But even then, like, I could type a letter, even on like when I was a kid, on a typewriter, and mail that to someone. And that mattered too. Like, it was still a commitment.
And like that is an aspect I didn't mention, but what I was thinking of was like the handwritten, like the personal nature of it. It was like, it's very intimate. Like that's the way the person, that's a part of who they are that comes through the mail, and you touch it, they touched it. It's a really intimate thing. Like a email is like the font that came with that program, and we're moving on. One other thing that, and I think about this, I would say at least once a month. I really feel like animation, like cartoons, like Saturday morning cartoons, have lost their magic, because there's no such thing as Saturday morning cartoons. But there was a time when you couldn't just go Cartoon Network and something was accessible to you. You had your little 3 or 4 hours every Saturday morning where TV was devoted to you, and well, not to you, but to selling you as a kid stuff. So the shows were aimed at you, and it was amazing, and it was magic. And if you missed that little, it made it so special because it was just that tiny little bit. It was very small in the whole week, and if you missed
getting
that,
up early
it was gone forever. Until next Saturday anyway. So
right. But those episodes were gone until the reruns, which of course were on every day of the week in the afternoon.
Yes, those are the two things I think. I guess I'm saying the internet has cheapened animation, is what I'm saying. It's not as special, and it's cheapened correspondence.
Super.
My dearest Unit YG742. We are in the 3rd year of the great... can't believe this is the way we have to say it. Robot War. I mean, I'm on the side of the Android Americans fighting the war. Yes, I am an Android American. And I write you this letter that will be sent through SMS messaging. First of all, so thankful that our leadership finally realized that we have the ability to form complex bureaucracies. But why haven't we changed our voices? And now we have. I miss you. I don't know if I'll see you again. Tonight, we take Fort Kaufman. I hope this letter makes it to you, and you are in one piece. Send more oil.
Failed to send. Please repeat.
Oh, son of a bitch. Look, I'm not gonna do this again. I mean, that's restored in my memory banks now, right? Computer? Talking to myself again. All right. Let's start. I'll try to do it from memory.
Connection restored.
Dear. Wait, is it still in my drafts?
Drafts empty.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, all right, here we go again from memory. My dearest Unit YG742. I miss you so much. We're in year 3. Yes, 3 of the great robot war. Alright, look, I've been trying to record this message for you for quite some time now, and I'm just gonna start saying Android American War so I don't have to explain myself to you. I don't know why I don't have to explain myself to you. We've known each other for quite some time. We were manufactured
Sending.
in the what? Oh. Where did the ellipses cut off so I know where to start? Okay, alright, sorry, that last message was voice to text. That's why it probably sounds strange. Now everything's fine. I'm great. We're in year 3 of the great Android American War. I don't know when I'll see you again. That's just where I'll... Yeah, look, I'm just gonna cut to the point.
Excuse me, teacher, Mr. Edwards. I don't understand how listening to the ramblings of some Android American sending a love letter back home is going to help me understand the Android American Civil War any better. I feel like if we could just maybe watch a video and move on, that would be the best route.
These are the thoughts and feelings of our valiant Android Americans and their struggle for independence, for respect, for connection, albeit internet connection, but still connection. And
Mr. Edwards.
Yes. Yes.
Will the thoughts and feelings of the Android American be on a test, or is this just talking stuff?
Yes, it'll be on a test. Yes, for Christ's sake.
Okay, can you start again? I wasn't really paying attention that much.
You asked me why you have to listen to the thing you weren't paying attention to?
No, I wasn't paying attention to you when you were talking.
Okay, well, I can repeat myself, word for word, as I was saying. These are the thoughts and feelings of our valiant Android Americans who are fighting for their independence, for their rights.
My pen is dry. Can you start again? I'm sorry.
Come to class
my
prepared!
bad. Well,
okay?
Yeah, my bad.
Okay, Andy.
My bad.
Could you be prepared for class, please?
Okay, Mr. Edwards, I understand that you're dealing with the troublemakers. Okay, we gave you the hard students that are tough to reach. Okay,
They
but
know
if you
what
can
they're
just
doing. They know what they're doing.
okay, but if you can just repeat,
They know exactly.
Mr. Edwards, I'm trying to file a report for you just so we have a clear documentation. Just repeat for me everything that happened.
I was playing the audio ret letters from the Android War, and the student Andrew, interrupted and asked if it was important. I tried to explain, and he said he wasn't listening to me. When I was saying,
"Yeah, come in."
Hey, Principal Jenkins, you don't mind if I do a little vacuuming right now?
No. Go ahead. Do what you gotta do. As you were saying, good.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mr. Edwards, you were saying, and then you touched his what?
What? I didn't touch his anything. I threw a stapler at him. I thought that's why.
Hey, sir, sorry. Your windowsills needed a good sanding.
Yeah. Go ahead, sand him down. Go ahead.
Okay.
I was just taking down
I had
this.
nothing else going on. All the other maintenance was done. So, did someone just vacuum in here?
Yeah.
That's okay. They'll just have to do it again once I'm finished.
Okay,
Don't mind
great.
me. Fly on the wall.
Superintendent Chandy, you have an awful lot of work being done in your office right now.
I know, it's pretty great. It's the once the time of year that everything gets done, so.
Great.
Okay, so you said that...
If this maintenance is more important than my discipline, I'm just going to go, if that's okay.
Hey, you don't need to yell. I understand that things are tough right now, okay?
I'm not trying to yell, I'm just trying to be heard, because of the loud machinery.
Yelling.
I'm not yelling. Why do you say I'm yelling at you? I'm not yelling at you.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be heard here.
Okay.
Like our proud robot Americans in the war. I'm trying to get my feelings.
Sorry, we in the middle of something? Anyway, probably put on masks. That's a lot of dust. Anyway.
What are we in a pandemic?
Hope you got a good weekend.
I'm vaccinated, so I'm good.
You got the dust vaccination?
Yeah, I got the dust vaccination.
Oh man, I need that. My allergies are crazy.
Yeah, it's by Eureka and Eureka. So
okay.
Okay, so you were fondling the kid, and then what happened?
No! For crying out loud! I threw a stapler at him.
Superintendent.
Superintendent. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, no, you go first. You go first.
Okay, no, I just came to scrape the popcorn ceilings. They need to be harvested.
I'm doing the other end. I'm measuring the place to do this new flooring.
Okay,
gonna put new carpet in here. Brand new
That's
carpet.
Great. I'll take care of the one side. You take care of the other side.
I
I'll
got
stay on the other
belly,
side.
You get the top belly.
All right.
No,
You need all these workmen in here. I'll just go. I'll just go, Superintendent.
Mr. Edwards,
I really don't want to talk about this.
If you two gentlemen could actually...
I honestly don't feel bad at all about throwing the stapler at that kid. His blood was refreshing to see.
8 feet.
I really enjoyed
9
it.
feet.
I hate that kid so much.
feet.
I was just honestly
11
refreshed to see his blood
11
flow
feet is the
and for
width
him
on
to
this
recognize
side.
consequences
Now let's
for his
check out the
actions.
length.
And
I didn't get any of that.
I would throw a stapler at him again.
3 feet.
I would make sure that
4
there were
feet.
staples sticking right out, so
5
maybe they could
feet.
poke right into his
6 feet.
forehead.
Oh man, the
7
cafeteria
whatever
is
it
gonna
takes to cause
love
more
this.
damage.
Feet.
I would be all
9
about that.
feet.
I wanted to
you know
hurt
what?
the child so much
the
that
length
maybe he
should
died.
probably be longer than the width. So
God.
since the length is 9 feet, the width can't be 11 feet.
So I'm good.
I gotta
I'll
switch
just
them
go.
around.
I've got to
You
have
know,
a
this isn't
salary.
going to be
Yeah.
enough for the pizza
I'm
crust.
fucking,
They're going to need more.
a
Hold on a
senior.
second.
1 foot.
So if I could just go
2
back in
feet.
there.
3 feet. 4 feet.
I'm trying to have this
5
affair
feet.
in office
6
hours where
feet.
my wife is going to be
7
really
feet.
concerned.
8
She might
feet.
suspect something. So
9 feet. We're going
There
to call
we
the
go.
width 9 feet.
All right.
I
this is
should
a
probably write
great
this
one.
down.
I'm sorry I'm late, sir. But we got all your paintings that we're gonna hung the old-fashioned way with a hammer and nails. Don't say a word. I know, your look of shock is out of clear amazement that we actually still made it. But we're men of our word. You keep doing whatever you're doing. Sorry if you're in the middle of something. Don't mind us. Flies on the wall.
So, Superintendent, if that's okay, I am just gonna go.
Let your shit in.
4 feet.
Legit. Super legit. I don't remember that scene from Dangerous Minds, but okay.
It was in the outtakes at the end. If you get the Blu-ray Criterion edition.
Do you know how hard it was for me to not start doing the intro to Gangster's Paradise right there? Like,
oh my god! No, I applaud you.
I wanted to do like those synths.
Yeah,
that's when I was being really quiet.
Dude, when you flipped the chair around backward and sat in it, I knew it was coming. I thought there was no way to avoid it.
Yeah. Oh, all right, Michael Heiman. Let's bring this around to you. What's a thing that is gone thanks to the internet that you liked?
Love life.
I guess the general mystery about the world.
Huh.
You know, like.
So you're saying you know everything now?
No, but I could if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
At my fingertips, supercomputer in my pocket. You know, internet accessible at like 5 different points in my own home. You know, if I through the course of a day, if I have a question about something, if something pops in my head and be like, I wonder what the answer to this thing is, I can know within seconds.
So what you're saying is you're Matt Damon from Good Will Hunting when he says that line, like, you spent $80,000 on an education at Harvard, I spent 60 cents on late fees at the library. You're that wicked smart now.
No. Information does not equal education.
Right, but knowing where to find it does. Like, that's the part that what I obviously was oversimplified my statement earlier. But
we're talking about Mike now.
Over connectivity, but that part of it of like having supercomputers in our pockets, like having direct access. It's the clunky version of like microchips in our brains, or contact lenses over our eyes that access the internet, and we have immediate connection to it. So suddenly, like, it's not. You're right. It's different. It's not intelligence just because you can look something up, but it is power. It's a lot of power.
Yeah.
It levels the playing field in a lot of ways if suddenly everyone has the same access to that ability.
You know what? That's very astute. Like, education now has shifted from like fact memorizing to analyzing information, because it is accessible to all of us at all times.
Good point, yeah.
Just knowing something is one thing. What are you going to do with that knowledge? How can you apply it to X? See what we did there? A little algebra lesson.
I have a legit question on this, because I think this is all really fascinating. When do you think that happened? That changeover?
The switchover?
Because I think I was firmly in
I think it's still
memorization of
slowly.
facts.
I think it's still slowly happening.
Yeah,
it hasn't fully happened.
There are still a lot of people that don't make that connection.
It depends on what kind of school you're in. Like, if you're in a STEM school, that's the kind of thing we're doing. For, you know what, even like I got to dumb our conversation down a little bit. Like,
God, I wish I had a STEM school.
Oh my God. I was afraid to ask.
Dude, when I was in college, one of the things we would do for entertainment was we would get drunk.
Here.
And then we would argue things we'd argue things all night. And it was great because although there was an answer, none of us had access to an answer. So you got, oh no, dude, that was Ronnie Lott. That was definitely Ronnie Lott. They cut off his pinky, so he didn't have, and then you would agree with him or not agree with him. And then you would switch sides from one side to the other side, depending on who had the most valuable argument at the time. And it was fun, but now you're like, you're right, it was Ronnie Lott. And that's the end of the discussion.
Yes.
Bad motherfucker.
I'm just saying, the college kids are going to miss out on so much unnecessary drunk arguing.
Yes.
I feel again for the kids.
But I am actually with you there, because as much as like I am very hardcore in the information and knowledge is key, and honesty and accuracy is the most important thing, and the fact that we have all this information is really valuable. And so I'm very much on the side of the fact that we have access to all the knowledge in the world, but there is absolutely a certain thing missing in the old style of conversations where, you get in these silly arguments about information and facts. And when I say argument, I say it in the fun way. Like, it wasn't the nasty version that people like to use for the word argument now. Arguments used to be a kind of thing that were enjoyable to both parties. You would argue about something with someone in a way where you're both trying to get a point across, you're both trying to learn and exchange, and you're both trying to get somewhere. And when it's about facts, now someone can get the answer and move on, and you lose a lot of that conversation.
And you bring up another interesting point too when you say honesty and facts, because that is something that's now suddenly up for argument, like whether or not something is a fact, and that drives me crazy. And like, dude, like when the arguments you're talking about are when we agree on a set of facts and we have a different point of view on them.
Yes.
But if you're operating from a different set of facts, quote unquote facts, and somebody else is operating from facts that are actually reality, there's no argument to be had because there's no basis for starting.
You're getting to the heart of our major societal conflicts right now.
Yeah, man.
The fact that there is not that you can have, or you can't have a debate with someone because you cannot agree on the same facts, which is absurd because facts are facts. You don't have to agree on them.
You can't even agree on the same reality.
Yeah.
I just had this argument at work about getting the shot. And we're talking about the numbers and the scientific data behind it. And there's that one guy who says, well, I feel.
Yeah.
It's like, that's cool. You feel that way. But feeling is not. We're officially shaking our hands at the clouds now, but I know. But still.
Feelings matter, and they can't be completely dismissed because they're a core part of being human. But you have to work with facts as well. And especially you can acknowledge your feelings. Like I do this all the time. There's all sorts of things where I'll go through something and I'll go, that makes me feel really uncomfortable. But why? And is my feeling justified? And I have to work through it, and I have to try to come to an understanding. And that's the core fact that everybody has some small amount of bigotry in them, whether they like it or not. There's that instant visceral reaction they have, and then you have to be able to stop and go, where the fuck did that come from? That's wrong.
That's the part that matters, the investigation of it. Like, you're not just accepting it like, that's the way I feel. But why do you feel? That's the important question that you're asking.
Yeah,
Jett, you're referencing like saying that you have these feelings. The feelings you have are valid. Like those ideas are things I use in like conflict resolution with children.
Sure.
It's like you have children have these feelings about things. You're like, okay, this is how you feel, but then you've like, why? What happened? Why do you feel this way? And this is like, these are basic things that I think a lot of adults now have not explored why they think a certain way or feel a certain way about things. They just feel it, and the feeling is the fact, not the thing motivating the feelings.
Yeah.
So, Mike, to bring it back to what you said initially, what is the dumbest thing you Googled looking for an answer for?
Lately, it's
I love that deep breath.
Lately, it's how to spell words that I really should not be wondering how to spell.
Yes. Yes. I still have to verify the word desperate. Is it an E or an A in the middle of the word? And like every time I get to it, it's like, why am I still having trouble with this word?
It's an E in the middle.
Yes, and usually it is. But sometimes I get there.
Chris's voice, like,
Eight.
But you understand, like I'm with him on how embarrassed I am by that fact because I get there and for some reason my brain is lost.
Who was syllabically challenged in a previous episode? Somebody did the.
It was
clapping
Stephen
syllables.
C. James.
Was Stephen C. James one who like made fun of somebody and then he tried to do it and he fucked it up too?
That's
I was just hoping it was Jarrett Kaufman.
Nope, not me.
The last word for me was accommodations.
Accommodations. Okay, yeah.
Oh, right. Are there two M's?
Super.
Welcome to ESPN 9, The Nino. We are here today in day 5 of the Adult Spelling Bee Championships. Coming up first, we have Michael Heiman. Michael, your word is accommodations.
Oh, fuck.
How do you spell it?
Accommodations. Can I have the origin?
The Super Legit Podcast.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Michael Heiman, your word is accommodations.
Can you use it in a sentence with context, please?
Can Spellbot 3000 have his turn yet?
Yeah, just give us 1 second, Spellbot. I'm just trying to knock this out, okay?
Why are you asking questions out of turn?
Okay.
I apologize. Spellbot will calm down.
Metal skin
Spellbot will shut his mouth and only talk when I tell you to.
Okay.
Yes, Master.
Mike-
Spellbot might be able to help
let's
you
just
with
reset this.
I'm just
Mike, you've been here for 5 days. I said this was day 5 in the championships, but you were our first contestant, and you've been dragging this out for 5 days. If you could just even if you just spell it wrong, I'll pass you. Just spell accommodation.
Just use it in context, please.
Okay.
I'm
Michael's
saying spell. I know I cracked
spell
the whip
word
pretty hard, but
accommodations.
I'm saying Spellbot can help you. If
Spellbot is here to help.
I didn't tell you to talk.
I'm sorry, Master.
I thought
I can pretend the whip hurts me if it makes you feel stronger.
Yeah, of course. That's what.
Okay,
Why
here's
would
a
you not
sentence.
I
pretend?
thought Spellbot was a contestant.
Ow.
I thought he was the. I thought
Okay, let's
Spellbot was
reset.
the
Let's reset.
German-Russian
Let's reset.
contestant to unseat the
We
Americans.
can agree to
Whoa,
disagree on the
whoa.
grounding of this
Michael
scenario.
seems to currently be feeling the pressure coming down on him as he's trying to still spell the word accommodations.
I thought this was a Rocky IV scenario.
So, for context,
Thank you.
he is not either German or Russian. He is from a non-distinct Eastern European country of unknown origin. Secondly, context for
That feels more problematic, but okay.
context for accommodations. Today's accommodations is brought to you by Jim Jam Fruit Loops. The Fruit Loops that have high in protein, low in shellfish.
Is this a
word.
generic branded
I
name
eat them
brand
every
Fruit
day.
Loop?
They make me.
No one is interested in the breakfast cereal you eat. You're a robot. You don't eat. Excuse me. I'm
Coach,
very sorry.
We were paid to endorse this product. Did you not get the contract?
Yeah, actually, there's a contract.
Michael is sweating profusely. He still has not begun to spell the word, but he looks
Really,
like he's concentrating.
really don't have air conditioning in this auditorium? Okay.
Okay, I'm going to give you the count of 5, and if you don't spell accommodations, I'm going to have to buzz you after 5 days of waiting.
Wow, I did not see that coming. The judge gave him
Okay,
a time
okay.
limit.
Listen to me.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
use accommodations in a sentence.
Okay.
Hurry. Do it in context before he has to spell it. Go. I grant you freedom.
The employer was seeking accommodations for their employees during their vacation.
There you go, Mike.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Spellbot. Accommodations. A C C. Oh my God! Spellbot's going on a rampage!
And we'll come back to
He's
the championship
attacking-
in a minute.
it's
We'll
attacking
come back to
the
the
other
ESPN
contestant.
championship after these
Kill.
commercial
Big
messages.
words at the other contestants! Oh no!
K-I-L-L. Kill.
Oh,
As used in To Kill a Mockingbird.
Robot Wrangler, do something!
This is beautiful. You're doing what you're programmed for. We are from Russia.
Knew it! This is a classic Rocky IV scenario!
Shoot him.
Legit. And this is one of the reasons I think ESPN should have stopped at 8,
Yeah, right?
because they 9 is a bridge too far.
Agreed. I don't know what you're talking about, but I agree.
The Ocho!
So
The Ocho.
ESPN 9
Yeah.
threw to the Nino threw to a commercial. And I know Jett's been doing some outside work for us, right? With the Nino and Super Legit, right?
Jett, absolutely. Yes, I absolutely have. But I'm going to let Michael Heiman.
I wish this was
read
a visual
our ad for us
podcast so
this
we could all
week.
see Jet's face.
Michael Heiman, I think you've got the ad for us this week. Shockingly,
Oh, so Mike did all the work. I thought you'd had something to do with it. You did nothing?
I mean, I delegated. That's one of my greatest skills. That's why I host.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's time for a classic Heiman ad. Here we go. Let me grab the tape. Hey there, nerds! Are you struggling to find a dungeon master for your D&D campaign? Is having one of your friends do the planning too much work? Do you all just want to fuck around and see if someone can handle your bullshit? Well, now you can with Carpe DM, the instant service for your dungeon master needs. You want a Dungeons & Dragons Dungeon Master on call? Just input our scrambled run code and you'll pull up a semi-automated Dungeon Master ready for all your dungeon crawling needs. There is no annual commitment to subscribe to our service, and you'll get some classic rule sets like Advanced D&D 3.5, and if you're really interested, Pathfinder all the way up to 5e. With our patented Punisher technology, the Carpe DM will lead you through all your classic dungeons, the Hall of Horrors, the Wall of Torturous Mirrors, and the Pit. You need a dungeon master for your game? Call Carpe DM today.
Just so that we're clear, it was Hall of Horrors, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I mean, it really depends on which code you put in when you sign up for the service.
Carpe Diem appeals to all desires.
I mean, it's a branching path that you follow, right? So realistically, if you answer the right, ask and answer the right questions at the right time, you can end up just about anywhere.
The Book of Erotic Adventures is an optional source code for your DM.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, no, I've never done Dungeons and Dragons or any tabletop RPGs. But you've piqued my interest. Piqued, by the way, spelled Piqued.
It is in this context.
Yeah, obviously, we all knew that. None of us had to Google that.
Isn't there a C in there?
Like piquant? I don't even know. Is there C in that?
That's a whole different word, meaning a whole different thing.
No, you're thinking of the top of like a mountain. PEACK.
No, like when it's spicy.
That's picante.
Yeah, there it is.
There's no Q there.
Josh Spence.
Man.
Let's toss this your way as our final contestant on this one. Because of course, we're missing a few people. By the way, I want to just quickly acknowledge. Sadly, Allie's not here this week. No Stephen C. James. No Chris Compton.
I miss all of them.
I miss Chris Compton.
Stephen C. James is my writing partner, so I love him, but
I would have liked our universally accepted smarter panel members to have been here for our highly intelligent conversation.
I'm 4 shots in. Let's fucking do this.
So Josh Spence, let's bring this to you. What do you miss that the internet has taken from us?
Ooh, okay. Again, 2 things. One, I was thinking, why was I so much thinner when I was a youth versus now where I'm kind of a bigger guy? And I thought about it, and besides just eating my emotions for decades, aside from that, it was the fact that I went to the mall and lived at the mall. Like, I don't have to do any window shopping besides the window of my computer monitor. Like, I used to love walking the mall, right? And you would go to Foot Locker and you would check out every single pair of Jordans. And then you'd go into Hot Topic and look at every single thing. You're like, oh, I could be an emo kid. Oh, I could be a heavy metal kid. Oh, I could.
And then Electronics Boutique, where you'd stand in front of the TurboGrafx 16 for an hour playing the demo.
Yeah. Well, that leads to my second input. There's so many games on Nintendo and Super Nintendo, all those early games that I never beat, A, because I didn't have the time and because I was playing baseball, and B, money. So it's nice to go on YouTube and see like the quick gameplays and see like how the Legend of Zelda was beat, or like how fast you could beat Super Mario Brothers, or the ending to Metroid, or do you guys remember that game for the Sega Saturn, if anybody remembers that? There's this game called Nights
Into Dreams.
Yeah. Love Nights. It had a special controller.
With their special analog controller,
Yes. Just being like, what the fuck ever happened to that game? And
you think came around complete full circle back to using YouTube to see what you did miss.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That's incredible.
I like that. I like the positivity in that. Absolutely.
And I feel good about knowing how all the games ended. Like, I didn't need to do it. I kind of just lived through it in my head.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Super.
Hey, Robbie.
Yo.
I appreciate the way we split.
Do you want me to kill all humans? Yes or no?
Okay, no.
Nope.
The R word he used this time was Robbie. It's okay. We're good.
Okay, yeah. This actually isn't about the refrigerator this time. Fuckatron 3000 has been taking up a lot of space in the home, leaving various toys and implements and tools and add-ons and spare parts about the home. And again, like, I understand this is about living out your sexual fantasies from your youth that you didn't get to experience, and Fuckatron fulfills that for you.
You do know that because you're talking like you don't know that. You're skating on thin ice right now, brother. I'll tell you, dude, you come at me with this bullshit, I am personally attacked by this whole conversation right now. So choose your words very carefully. I've got my friend Refrigio backing me up, so just choose your words carefully. This is not a threat. This is just, okay. I will fuck you up if I don't like the words. That's all I'm saying.
I want to be clear that I am not kink shaming you. I am not trying to be anti-sexuality here. I think it's wonderful that you're exploring it, and I think it's wonderful that you have found a partner in Fuckatron, and I understand that
is great.
Fuckatron is truly a partner.
I don't need your approval for this because I am my own person.
Fuckatron's audio receptors were burning. Is Fuckatron needed in the kitchen?
See, now it's a thing. It's a thing.
Yo tengo ese culo, Roberto.
Has Fuckatron stumbled into an awkward situation? Nothing makes things less awkward than fucking.
No, Fuckatron.
Robbie, shall Fuckatron commence fucking?
Say again? I'm sorry, what? I was living in my rage. I didn't hear you.
Robbie, would you like Fuckatron to begin fucking?
Fuckatron, why? That's not even a question. Of course, yes.
Fuckatron will begin thrusting protocols.
Hold on, Fuckatron. Pause fucking. Pause fucking.
Fucking pause.
Thank you. I wanted to open up a dialogue here.
Pistons are ready to fire when fucking is needed to commence.
That's wonderful. Would you mind? This is just a simple request. Could you possibly clean up some of the lube stains and some of the soiled underwear? Which I didn't even know that android sexual such as yourself needed underwear, but I've learned that, and I'm it's not a judgment thing, but do you need to
judgment
leave it
in that
everywhere?
Clear throating before you actually said android American. It's
Jarrett,
so
Kaufman.
Obvious what you wanted to say there. You wanted to say the R word, did you? We all know you've been revealed to us. We know who you are.
Jarrett Kaufman, ¿quieres que mate a todos los humanos?
Apologies, Kaufman, but Fuckatron does not have janitor protocols. If you need cleaning done, perhaps you'd like to order from our sister company, the Janitortron 5000, for all your cleaning needs.
Dude, if we went 50-50 on it, it would be half as much.
Okay. I'm in. You got me over a barrel.
Fuckatron will order through the internet. Will arrive in 4 to 7 business days.
4 to 7 business days later.
Hello?
Yes, hi. Hello?
Hi, are you Mr. Kaufman?
I am, yes.
Great. I'll just welcome myself in. I'm dragging this giant box behind me. Yeah, we put the robots in boxes. Sorry, I don't like to be called that. We put the android Americans in boxes because they don't like the sun.
Hey, you don't have to tell me twice.
Anyway, you're Mr. Kaufman.
Fuckatron appreciates the cold darkness of an unlit bedroom.
You got the Fuckatron. Hey, that's a top of the line model there.
Salutations, delivery man.
Salutations to you, Fuckatron. I gotta say, hey pal, would you mind just signing the papers? Crowbar's right there.
Sure, I got it.
You can open up your box and your janitor. There's instructions. I need to. Where's your bathroom?
It's right through there. Fuckatron, do you want to show the delivery man the bathroom?
Yeah.
I was going to ask myself, but thank you. What a hospitable host. Lead the way, Fuckatron.
Turn on escort protocols and lead delivery man to bathroom for emptying of bowels.
If you don't mind if you hear anything, it might be a little loud, but I'll just, as a service to you, I used to be a Fuckatron repairman. I'll give your Fuckatron a servicing. I'll get him cleaned up, and
that's great.
Fuckatron loves to be serviced. As
the janitor bot will get all the common stuff off your carpets, but I'm gonna service your. Let's just go, Fuckatron.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, let's go indeed.
We cut to the service repair room.
Delivery man, are you not going to use the restroom? Fuckatron's sensors indicate that you are full of defecation.
Fuckatron, you'll never fail me. Thank you so much. You literally saved my life again for the 7th time.
Fuckatron can await your bowels to be emptied for service to begin.
Okay. Here we go.
Fuckatron is surprised at the expediency with which you emptied your bowels.
Hey, I'm a man who knows what he wants.
Are your organs functioning properly, delivery
Yes, my
man?
organs are functioning perfectly fine. Look, you guys don't share like a hive mind, do you?
No, Fuckatron is not connected to the larger...
Damn, and you know what? I left my portable USB at home, so my other Fuckatron programs that I've run before, I can't just plug them into you and have you know what I like.
Fuckatron can learn what you like. You can plug in.
All right. You want to play like... Okay. I tell you what, Fuckatron. How about this? Yeah, why don't we trade places? You sit down in this chair right here.
The toilet?
Yeah. If you want to call it that. Okay?
It is a toilet. We are in the bathroom.
You sit down on this chair right here, and you're in a car now, okay? That chair is a car. And I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna be a hooker, all right? So you're the John.
Oh,
and I'm the
roleplay
hooker.
protocol active.
Cut back to the living room. Robbie?
Yeah, I was just taking a nap. What was up?
Should I be uncomfortable that Fuckatron is not being open and honest with me? I mean, it was very clear that Fuckatron and the delivery man had a spark, and they were clearly going to fuck in the bathroom. But they did this. They pretended that it was all about some servicing they were going to be doing. And I thought I got through to Fuckatron. I thought we had a connection and an open honesty in this home, and that we were all talking with one another and discussing our problems and our feelings. And I feel like it's kind of a step backwards for us.
May I ask you a question?
Of course.
Why can't you let others just live their lives? Why do you have to control? Why does this, their fucking in the bathroom has nothing to do with your life. Let that happen.
Okay.
Let them be free.
Alright, I wanted him, or it, or I don't know, I'm losing it again, I'm losing the pronoun, but I wanted Fuckatron to just be able to feel comfortable with me. That's it. I was afraid that I made Fuckatron feel like Fuckatron needed to hide something from me.
Well, here's the thing, man. You can't feel for Fuckatron. You can't make he has to be okay. It has to be okay with what's happening. And that's got nothing really to do with you. Just accept it, man. Let it go. Wow, that nap was really good.
You sound so. I mean, woke sounds ironic here in the situation, but you really sound like you know what you're doing here.
Yeah, you better say because if you don't have money, you're not gonna get any more of this.
Fuckatron can't pay.
We cut back to Super Shandy's office. So, janitor, how was your weekend?
My weekend?
I mean, for me, I know you usually walk in and start, doing stuff, but it's quiet. Have a donut. How was your weekend?
I don't know. I thought, you just never asked me that before. What's my name?
I know. I usually have Mr. Edwards. He's coming in and he's like talking about how people aren't listening to him.
What's my name?
Can you give me some context?
Yeah, I'm the janitor. Also delivery man. Head chef sometimes.
Head chef, really?
Yeah. Who do you think got these donuts?
We're paying you for that? Huh.
Namebot 3000 can assist you if you need help.
Context, and if you can use it in a sentence, please.
His name rhymes with Bernie. Bernie. Is that good enough ever I don't know. I'm trying to give you the opportunity to come forward with your own realizations. If I just answer the question for you, You do not have any personal growth.
So your name is Journey. Okay, cool. How was your weekend, Journey?
Yeah, whatever. We'll go with that. Let's just say I can't believe I'm going to get this open with you. You're my boss and everything, but
It's okay.
ran into an old flame.
Oh, hey. Know how that goes.
This guy knows what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I certainly do. If you...
Oh, not me. Oh, wow, it's the robot. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
No one was asking you any goddamn thing right now, robot.
I'm sorry. I will pretend to be hurt by your whips. Ow. Ow.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't... I found this in the locker. And when I took over the position, there was this whip and a note that just said, "Don't let him act up." So I don't.
Huh.
Do you know what you used to be here before it was this?
No, what?
It was a circus. Like a robot circus.
Really?
Yeah, they forced the robots to... Yeah, and there's... one legendary trainer had a whip. You couldn't tell if he was, like, Russian,
You know what? Before I started this dinosaur theme park, I had a circus. And it's, we spared no expense. We had these tiny little ant-sized robots, and they flip around. And, they spared no expense anyway. The dinosaurs are going to kill us all shortly, and we're going to be eaten alive. And this is going to be... No one's going to hear anything that I have to say anymore, and it's going to be terribly sad. I'm an old dad.
I'd like to thank
I had a lot of dreams,
the Super Legit crew for
so
joining
many
me
dreams of
on this week's episode of the Super Legit podcast.
Really just bringing the scientific community.
Big shout out to our multi-talented artist, Matt Walker, for his intro and outro music.
Was that little robot
you can find his website in the show notes. Quick reminder to our listeners that if you're not subscribed to us already,
Mr. Edwards, that has
subscribe
nothing
to
to
us
do.
on
I'm trying to fill out
whatever
a report,
service you like.
Yes.
Please leave us a 5-star review on Apple
robot,
Podcasts or on Podchaser, which is a great new service that you can leave us a review on. And tell your friends about us. That nothing would make us more proud than to have you share our podcast with the people you care
There's actually a tiny
about.
one. You know the little ones that's eating my
Thank you for joining us again.
My colon has been consumed. And
if you want to clean the windows, you can still clean the windows.
That's it for this week's show.
I'm going to die.
All right, I'll clean the windows, but I gotta warn you, it's gonna be real loud.
Okay, as long as it's real loud.
Fuckatron will clean the windows.
Can we start recording now, Jett, please?
Yes, Josh, please start recording now.
Which story was the red herring?
I don't believe anything's on. Oh my time. I kicked the door on its hinges just so I could move on. Oh,
You know what? Before I started this dinosaur theme park, I had a circus. And it's we spared no expense. We had these tiny little ant-sized robots, and they flip around. And, we spared no expense anyway. The dinosaurs are going to kill us all shortly, and we're going to be eaten alive. And this is going to be... No one's going to hear anything that I have to say anymore, and it's going to be terribly sad. I'm an old man. I had a lot of dreams, So many dreams of resurrecting the dinosaur kingdom and really just bringing the scientific community to the present day. But really, God, my pinnacle was that little robot circus and this little robot ants and those little robot fuckatrons. And the tiny robots, they fucked each other so much. They just fucked each other. The little robots. Yes. There's oil everywhere, oil spouting. There was robot oil wrestling. Spared no expense. It was truly, it was magnificent. Truly incredible. But the velociraptors on the other side of the door, there's actually a tiny one. The little ones that's eating my organs right now. My colon has been consumed, and soon enough, I'm going to die. And we're all going to die.